He's like the ideal dad that you would want. He loves to spend time with us. He's very kind, he's very polite, he's very gentle, he's very fun.
Thank you for this food, for this day, for Chinook and all that she's meant to us.
My name's Hans Larson. I'm an Air Force veteran. I did almost 30 years in uniform to count my cadet time. I ended up getting an appointment to the Air Force Academy in 1995. The Air Force Academy had 3 core values, and they really resonated with me. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. And I said, man, that's how I want to live my life. Graduated in 1999, commissioned as a lieutenant. I tracked toward the fighters, and that's an airplane called T-38s. Little did I know that in doing that, I would end up with a spinal injury pretty bad. Then eventually got approved to go fly airplanes that didn't pull Gs, and that's when I got assigned to C-17s.
Selfless sacrifice is definitely a huge thing in the military, especially in my dad's case.
That's when my first deployment was. We deployed as a squadron, and it was during the surge in Iraq, and we set all the Air Expeditionary Squadron records of all time up to that point. It was pretty intense for us. Being a pilot, it's life and death. You know, I'm really proud of my crew. Like, we did some really hard things, and we saved lives.
He sacrificed a lot of his physical and mental health. It's a lot of pain that he has to go through.
I think that was a hard time. I didn't realize it because we all just did it. I sensed something, but that was us all the time. Like, we were in and out of that zone. And I think some of that stress and things of that, I didn't realize what it was doing.
The impact of my dad's service definitely showed up.
There was a lot of pain happening. I was having migraines. All of a sudden, like, I couldn't see. I had these things happening that were really scary.
He was very, I guess sick is the word I would use. It was definitely, it's definitely really hard.
But I didn't know how I was gonna make it. And all of a sudden my mind broke. All these things kept coming back from years prior. It was too much for me. It was too much. And I really despaired of life itself. You know? I had to be picked out of the dirt in the Monument Cemetery. I couldn't see physically or in my heart any way out, and anything but darkness. Because I wanted it to end that day.
For a time, I didn't think things were gonna change, because we tried so many things. And I mean so many things. And it just felt like nothing was working. You know, it just felt like I definitely got very scared. Like, is he gonna stay this way forever? Is this just how I'm gonna grow up with my dad? Just stuck like this?
My son Brad came home. He came home to help his dad. And his mom, his siblings.
When my dad first came back from deployment and started experiencing a lot of these dark moments, I came home with a mission to serve my family. I always grew up seeing my dad 10 feet tall, bulletproof. He's been my role model since day one. You know, I've been his little buddy.
My older brother, Brad, he's kind of, big, muscular. So he likes to have him around. It just makes him feel better.
We went everywhere together. If I wasn't at work, then I was either with Dad or I was nearby.
One of the things PTSD, is you have what they call an overgrown amygdala, and it hijacks you. It grows, and then it overtakes. All of a sudden it explodes, and everything's a threat. And I call it seeing red, like red on the radar, you know. That's hard to live life like that. I was enrolled in the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program. I was assigned a rep, and he's amazing. You know, his name's Jimmy, and he was the one who told me about Freedom Service dogs. And I'll forever be in Jimmy's debt. He was okay, let's start the process. And it's a lengthy process, and it needs to be, because they're very diligent. There's some vulnerability, right, to your life when you share a story of like, I'm hurting. And they were very careful about that and kind. Then they called up and they said, Hans, we think we found a match for you. We got to meet Chinook. And it was like, man.
So this is Chinook.
She was born on September 18th, 2022, which is the Air Force's birthday, September 18th. And she was born during my last deployment when my migraines were really starting to get bad. And yeah, I just felt like God made her just for me.
It was like immediately you could see the change in him.
Wasn't another pharmaceutical fix. We had our fill of those. The connection between a person and a dog is something you cannot put in a pill bottle.
It really filled me with hope. Like, things can change.
You know, I actually had something to do, like to work toward a new mission to fly and a new wingman to work with, a new co-pilot. And then we started going places, public places, which that sounds ridiculous to be like, oh, that's a big deal. That was a huge deal for me. Chinook being there for me and the way she's trained, the things she can do, the pressure, the rest on me. She had already picked up in those few days of that week things that I would do nervously that I didn't know I was doing. I didn't know I was leaning toward a panic attack, but she already knew.
With Freedom Service dogs coming and offering a lifeline, him having a wingman, you know, having a number two. It's his wingman watching his back. I'm definitely very proud of my dad. I don't have to be the dog anymore.
We came home and I was like, wow, I can do this because if I get into trouble, you know, I need the ejection handles, you know? Knowing I had that ability to land the airplane if it got really bad and not be stuck.
Everyone who has touched Chinook and any other Freedom Service dog, I'm just so grateful to everyone. You really do change lives. You really do. And you've changed mine. And you've changed my family's.
It's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's important to. I get it. Like, we're trained just to push through. I think a lot of us battle that shame of like, no fail mission. That's what we do. We just get it done. And I would just tell them, like, this is not that. This is the time to raise your hand and say, help me. And there are people who are there to help, and there is no shame in it. Don't hide away. Don't isolate. Reach out. Because there are people, there are some phenomenal people that are there for you. And there's even these incredible puppies that can change your life, She has changed my life. I speak on behalf of many individuals and families whose lives are transformed. Keep doing what you do, and thank you.